Just a disclaimer, this is like full 100% transparency. It's not for comparison's sake. There's a lot that goes behind the scene that you don't know what's really happening. Yeah, I might be struggling like meh, blah 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 blah. Okay, long story short, let's get back to the point. This is just a disclaimer. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm finally doing the financial goals 2021 review and my financial goals for 2022. Yeah, so like I took some time in consolidating all my data here and there just to make sure that I'm on the same page as myself. But basically in this video, I'm going to walk you through my assets as at 2020 and then my 2021 year in review according to my bank stats. And then I'm going to do a 2022 financial goal. Yeah. So I think in my previous video, I already mentioned about my life goals, and in it I actually talk about my financial goals. So today I'm just gonna go into it in detail. But anyway, let's get into it. There's quite a few data here and there that I want to go through. But first of all, look, I'm like super prepared. Look at this. First of all, my assets as at 31st December 2020. This is like 2 years back, by the way, since now we are doing like a 2021 financial goal review. Was at $91,273 as from a video posted back in January 12th, 2021. I believe that is my first ever financial review-ish kind of video. Yeah, and at that point, I think I had around like $25,000 in cash and like 17.8 thousand in investments, and the rest is like non-current assets. And as for the year in review 2021, so how well did I do in 2021? According to the bank, okay, this is not in accordance to my usual finance tracker because I'm trying out something for a change. Let me know if you prefer this. Yeah. According to the year in review 2021, I spent $10,000 on investment, and that is like 20% of my total money out last year spent on investments, even though I was unemployed. And then I spent around like 6.3k on insurance, and actually most of my insurance are like savings plan, which is quite lame, but yeah. 4.8k on bills. Bills are usually just like things that I spend on Amex, and they give like 1.5% cash back. So depending on my rewards on my debit card and my credit card, I kind of like choose different things to use occasionally. And dining out, I only spend like 2.8k. Wait, how much is that per month? 2.8 divided by 12. Yeah, last year I only spent on average around like $233 on dining out. Yeah, but then again, as I said again, this is according to my bank app, so it's not entirely true because I think most of the amount from my bills, utilities and taxes also goes towards like dining out. Yeah, but wow, nowadays bank have this kind of cool apps. It's quite interesting. And then if we look at my savings, I'm thinking they're referring to cash. My savings went down by 8.7 thousand in 2021. I started off with 25k cash and ended with 16.6 cash and earned $46.78 in interest. Christ. So I did like a little kind of like analysis, right, just to know my stats better. According to the app, I spent 23.8 thousand, and my investment is around 10,000. My insurance is around 6.3 thousand. If I add my allowance per month, for 9 months, it's around 10.8 thousand. If I net off that, my supposedly cash outflow is around like 13,000. But my savings only went down by 8.6 thousand, which also means that I have other 4.4 thousand that came out of like somewhere, I don't know where, which is quite cool. I'm guessing one of it is since I started work in November, so December probably is one of my salary payout, plus like some other investment kind of returns. Yeah. So at the end of 31st December 2021, my net assets, just note that I have 0 debts. I don't own a house, I don't own a car, I don't have to pay for any like study loan or what sort of forms of school debts or whatnot because it has already been paid fully. I have around 32.7 thousand in investment, 16.1k cash at bank, and the remaining amount, which is around like 52,000 in non-current assets, which also means that I managed to hit my 100k net worth. Yay! Which is, I think, one of my life goals, is like super tiny and super mini, a bit like insignificant to some, but it's one significant one to me. One of my financial goals for 2021 was to earn $500 per year from dividend payout and increase my total investment to 20k in principal or capital, which I did for both. Yeah, so I actually ended up gaining around $889 from just my REITs and like some sort of little cash thing, and I plan to roll this over to like, I don't know, retirement. Yeah, basically this is just like what I'm starting to invest. I just started to invest, so give me some leeway and give me some tips on like how do you manage your own finances and grow money on money. Yeah, but basically my MOS for my passive income is to grow to reach 1k in total passive returns from CDP, which is like Singapore's central development, I don't know, like just a place for REITs and stocks investment in Singapore. So continuing on to my 2022 financial goals, one of it was actually pertaining to my life goals, which is to save for the down payment for house. I'll talk about this like in another video about buying a house and what you have to look out for, how much money to prepare, what can you use, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'm just looking for a resale right now because I don't know if I have no luck in balloting for a flat. Yeah, so anyway, hopefully I can save up to 50k for a house, which is actually quite unrealistic now that I think of it, because at this moment that I'm talking to you in the camera, my cash at bank is only at 14,000. So even if I really save up and scream and save like 2,000 cash per month, I will only be managing up to like 24,000 cash increase at the end of December of 2022, and if I add 24 plus 14, I will only get 38, which is still not 50. So I might revise this later, but the key idea is to save enough for my house. Yeah. The third side goal of my 2022 financial goals is to have a side income. I mentioned this in my life goals. Again, I'm not so sure if this is called moonlighting or not. I don't think so. Yeah, but anyway, I want to continue utilizing what I've learned in the past year of building websites and whatnot, and try to market out or like try to sell out that skill set. So right now I'm actually undergoing some sort of like discussion with like a potential client referred to me by my friend, and I'll let you know how it goes if it actually happens. Okay, next on to my monthly financial breakdown plan for my year 2022. So I actually do this every single year and every time when I'm bored. Yeah, but just a disclaimer, this is like full 100% transparency. It's not for comparison's sake. There's a lot that goes behind the scene that you don't know what's really happening. Yeah, I might be struggling like mad, blah 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 blah. Okay, long story short, let's get back to the point. This is just a disclaimer. This is more for educational purposes on how you can actually break down your financial or your monthly income. So what I like to do is I like to take my take-home income. So in Singapore, you have like a CPF. I think in US, you have like the 401k plan or something that helps you to aid towards saving for retirement and all that thing. In Singapore, there's this plan too. And every month, according to my age, they are taking out 20% from your income. So that leaves me with a take-home pay of around like $4,343. Very specific because my company also have some sort of other plans involved. With deductions, I take home $4,300. With my insurance and investment, so actually for investment wise, I've also started to do this like monthly fund to put into mutual funds. I'll talk about it in my next financial video. Yeah. And it's around like $875.50, including my insurance, my saving insurance. I usually also give my parents around $200 for allowance. It's kind of like a family tradition thing. Yeah. And other fixed and recurring costs like subscription, TubeBuddy, mobile plan, which is very cheap by the way. My mobile plan is very cheap. I just want to say that. Waxing, personal grooming is only $100. I budgeted $100 aside, which leaves me $3,167. And with this $3,167, I would want to save around $1,500 to $2,000. And that leaves me to spend around 1.6 or 1.7 to 1.2k per month. Yeah. If I manage to save 1.5k per month, at the end of the year, I would have a cash or liquidity increase to additional 18k if I save 2k per month, which is a little bit pushing it. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Now that I'm going back to the office, everything is just so expensive at the town area. Even like food, like I don't know, economic rice, I don't know, it's not cheap. So yeah, if I'm really pushing it and then I save $2,000 per month, at the end of the financial year, I will have an additional increase of like 24,000. So we will see how it goes, but basically this is my financial goals for 2022. And that's all for today's video. I'll see you in the next one. I will still continue to be posting my monthly, what I spend in a month video and stuff like that. And probably every month there might be some key points or major takeaways that you might learn here and there. So yeah, I hope this video is helpful to you or useful to you or informative to you or even entertaining to you, because I actually usually like to watch this kind of video. If you want to see more of this, please hit the like button and I don't know, comment what are your financial goals for 2022, and I'll see you in 5 days time. Bye.